Hi everybody, my name's Maddie and we're here today to do some more grammar, so welcome back if you've tuned in again. We're here today to talk about modal verbs because quite often children ask me, what is a modal verb? It's something that you usually learn the name of in year 5, but you probably know them younger, but you might not know what they're called. Or if you're in year 6, you might be revising what is a modal verb. Now, the definition of a modal verb is that it indicates possibility or degrees of possibility, but that might not be particularly helpful for you if you're thinking, well, what is a modal verb? And then somebody says it indicates possibility. So what I always like to do with the children in my class is to talk about modal verbs on a scale. So if we had a scale of how possible something is likely to happen, so on this end we would say it's not possible, and on this end we would say it's definitely going to happen. So you could perhaps have a little think at home of things that are definitely going to happen, that you will definitely have some dinner tonight, or you will definitely have a shower at some point this week, I hope. But for impossible things that don't happen, it's probably not likely that you're going to go on holiday tonight somewhere, or it's probably impossible that the moon won't come out tonight or the sky won't turn dark, because that happens every night. So if we were thinking about what's possible and what's certain, they would be the sorts of language that would indicate possibility. So on this scale of how likely something is to happen, we can plot some of our modal verbs along here, and that's something that really helps the children in my class understand scale of possibility or likelihood of something happening. So I'm going to jot down some of the modal verbs, and you can be having a think of how likely they are for something to happen. So one of the modal verbs that we talk about is must, and we also have the modal verb should, and we have can, might, could, will, shall, may, and there are other modal verbs, but I'm just going to talk about these ones for the time being. So if we were looking at those and we were saying which one is the strongest modal verb, which one is most likely to happen, which one shows us the most possibility, then you could put it in the context of a sentence. That's what I always say to the children in my class. Don't just look at grammar on its own. Put it in the context either of a song or of a sentence. Maybe try the same sentence but put a different modal verb. So this is a nice one. You do your homework. Now, if we were to insert a different modal verb into that sentence, it would change the meaning of how strong you should do your homework. So if we try with should, you should do your homework, you must do your homework, you could do your homework, you might do your homework, you can do your homework, you will do your homework, you may do your homework, you shall do your homework. So I know that some of those you can see have a bit of wriggle room. So you could do your homework or you might do your homework are not as strong as you must and you should. I know you can see that. And you can and you will kind of go together, don't they? Could and might go together perhaps. Should, does that go with must? And what about shall and may? So I think what you could do is have a little think of plotting modal verbs on a scale of possibility and saying to yourself, which one is stronger? Now you could put it in the context of something else like having sweets or having ice cream. So you should have some ice cream, you might have some ice cream, you must have some ice cream, you could have some ice cream, you shall have some ice cream, you may have some ice cream, you will have some ice cream. Which one is the most possible out of those? Is should stronger than might? And what about can and will? So I'm going to leave that over to you to think how you're going to plot those modal verbs on a scale, and I'll see you all next time for some more grammar.